Hello everyone, I'm the Giver76 and this is my 76th ever video. And that is a special number. It's the number in my username, so I thought I'd try to do something special. So for that occasion, I'm introducing a new series. It will be Thrift Store Makeover. I have a few items, so if this does well, I have some ready to go again. And episode 1 of Thrift Store Makeover is this guy. I might be a little bit lying when I say Thrift Store Makeover, because I didn't get this from a thrift store. I actually got gifted it from someone, but I'm counting it because my mom was about to donate it to a thrift store. I noticed it in her donate trash bag, and I'm like, can I have this? I want to paint on it. And she's like, yeah, sure. So that's the story of today. It can stand up on its own, which is fun. Start with the painting. Ooh.
I genuinely don't know what to say about that. But let's move on like nothing happened. Alright, so the plaque says Farm Sweet Farm, because we used to live on a farm. Also, by the way, as I said earlier, this isn't from the thrift store. I saved it from a donation bag that was going to go to a thrift store. It was originally a gift from my friend that I don't really talk to anymore, so that's why this is going to be donated. Yeah, it has an inside. This can be hung up on my wall, which I'm not sure I can do because none of the nails already on the wall are the right size to hang this up, and I'm too scared to put more holes in the wall. I grabbed my white paint and coated the plaque. I decided to make this a group of my characters, starting with Jane and June in the middle. And no, this is definitely not because of my favoritism. It's because I thought their anniversary was this week, but it's actually September 14th, and I got my months mixed up and I thought it was August, so I still have a month until then. I may or may not only know their anniversary in the first place because they are my favorites. Right in the middle of them and down, it's Stitchy, whose name always autocorrects to Sticky when I type it out. I did get his face patches backwards, which just makes me so shocked and appalled on how I could possibly mix up my baby boy's pattern. Anyways, I'm then going down some more. I'm drawing the monkey and the nun rabbit. And yes, I saved Monkey's hands to last because I didn't want to draw them. Next I drew Biscuit, but not in his usual pose. Today he is looking to the side because he crushing. On who? Well, that would be Cookie from my popcorn bin video. Luckily for Biscuit, she's too tired to notice literally anything, including her spilling pink thing. Could be paint, could be a smoothie, I don't know. It's just there to take place of the paint she took a nap in originally. Then in this tiny area, I drew Darren. I named him for a stupid reason. Then I drew Charles jumping at Darren with the crazy eyes dog do sometimes. And then the boring guy from that video I called Bluey. And because he's so boring to me, I posed him in the most boring way. Now up here, I'm drawing the angry duo, Foxanne and Roxanne. With little placeholder faces that I just think are adorable. Then Mark and Zach at the top. I never have much to talk about them because I haven't really thought about them, like, at all. Then really big in the bottom right corner, Carrie and Coco. The mother and son duo, which I made January, but when you think about January, it feels like it was a really long time ago. But these guys feel so recent because I haven't really done much with them. I like them, so I will do more with them later. Then above them, I drew Violet way too big. Then I erased her and made her a much more normal size. Now I'm adding Pigatha. She, unfortunately, is also in the group of characters I don't have a lot about, so I don't really have commentary for her. Other than her squishy doesn't really look like a pig like I meant for it to. Now my anxious little buddy Franklin, the penguin. Who I love dearly, and I sincerely apologize to him for not being included in the previous video. And then Jeffrey, who I did imagine being Franklin's boss, because Franklin has a scarf tie thing, so my brain just made the connection that he could be working because it's similar to Jeffrey's tie. Next, at the top left, is Mr. Mango and his son, Lil Mango. Nobody knows their first names. Not even me. Then of course on the other side, Carl and his little sister Floss. She does look a little different than her original look. I just felt like she should look a little bit more like her brother, if they are related. I drew little Dusty in this area too. Then to complete the mini squishy trio, I drew in Bessie the strawberry. And then I remembered Foxhand's little brother Benny, so just above them I sketched him in, just mostly cut off at the top. And then I colored it in. If you've been here for my previous 75 videos, you will be familiar with these characters. And I don't feel like saying every single color I'm adding unless it has importance, so enjoy the music. Oh, by the way, someone suggested that I should design a channel mascot. Specifically, I think they said, what does Gamer Bear look like? And I did actually think about having a mascot in the past, and I did draw one sometimes, but it just looked like Jane. A brown bear with a green t-shirt, because that's what I like drawing myself wearing, and it's a bear. So I guess I already have one. But saying that, I am doing something that is sort of like that, like who Gamer Bear is other than me. And I hope that's next week. I'm working on it right now, but it's gonna take a lot of time, I think. Now I'm adding some lining to some parts for definition between things of the same color, but I'm not lining the whole thing. I can't really control this brush to good thickness for lines, so I ditched it and started using a pen. Now that's nice and lined, except for some mistakes, I'll fix those later. On the edges, I made a blend of yellow, green, and blue, because those are my colors in my logo. It has been those colors for the whole time, just different logos. I had to make some new pastel yellow because it was too dry for me to work with it. I wrote my username in that little square I sketched earlier. And now I finally got my matte Mod Podge to seal it all in. Some lines streaked, but I fixed those later. Here's the final result. I feel like those outro clips are unnecessary and they're feeling more and more ridiculous every time I do it. So this time, I'm not going to, and I'll just say right here, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you've made it this far, and if it's your birthday, happy birthday, and goodbye.